Today's learning goal: I can solve story problems. I can add and subtract two-digit numbers accurately to get a sum or a difference. Good problem solvers pay attention to words in the problem, words that signal them to add or subtract. Let's take a look at these words and phrases that are on the left side of our screen. Let's decide if these words signal us to subtract or to add in our story problems. In all. In all signals us to add. In all lets us know that numbers are being put together, and we need to figure out how many there are in all. How many left signals us to subtract. This kind of question is used when a group of numbers are present and some leave. So we have to decide how many are left after some are gone. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Combine is a word that means to put things together. We would add if we see the word combine. Sum is also a signal word for addition because sum is the answer to an addition problem. How many more? How many more is a question that is used when two numbers are being compared and we have to decide the difference between the two of them. Remember that difference is a signal to subtract. Altogether lets us know that numbers are being put together, and so we would use addition to solve. How many less? How many less is very similar to how many more. We are comparing two sets of numbers and we're figuring out the difference between the two. Total. Total is another word that means the same as combine. So when we're totaling something, we're combining things, we are putting things together. Good problem solvers pay attention to these words when they solve. Now let's take a look at the cube strategy to solve problems. The letters in cubes helps us to remember what good problem solvers do as they solve problems. The C in cubes stands for circle the numbers. Good problem solvers keep track of the numbers in the story problem and what they stand for. U stands for underline the question. Underlining the question helps us to focus on what we need to do to solve it. B reminds us to box the keywords. Boxing the keywords in a story problem help us to recognize what operation to use. E reminds us to evaluate and decide how to solve. Evaluate means to think about the numbers and the signal words and put those two together and figure out what we would need to do to solve the problem. Finally, S reminds us to solve the problem and check to see if our answer is reasonable. Let's use the cube strategy now as we solve some problems together. Let's take a look at this first problem. 84 people came to the stadium to see the football game. 17 people went home. How many people were left at the stadium? Let's use the cube strategy. Let's start with that C. C reminds us to circle the numbers and think about what they stand for. The number 84 stands for the people who came to the stadium. Visualize that group of 84 people. They're all sitting there at the stadium. 17 represents the people who went home. So they're leaving the stadium and are not there anymore. Let's try underlining next. We're going to underline the question. The question was, how many people were left at the stadium? Can you box in any clue words that you see? What are the key words? What words signal us? Let's take a look at how many people were left. Do you remember how left helps us to figure out what operation to use? Left signals subtraction. People were there, but people leave. How many are left? How many remain? We just evaluated. We're going to subtract 84 and 17. Let's solve this problem in this space beside it. Now, if I'm subtracting, it does make a difference which number is stacked above the other. I must remember that the larger number must come above the smaller number. So 84 is the greater number and 17 is the lesser number. And I'm going to subtract out. So I've stacked neatly. Now I must remember that I have to start in my ones column when subtracting two-digit numbers. So if I'm looking at my ones, I'm going to ask myself, can I do this? 4 minus 7. If I have 4 ones, can I take away 7 ones? I can't. I have to do something to make this number larger. I'm going to go next door where I see 8 tens. I'm going to take away one of the tens. That will leave me with 7. The 10 that I borrow will go in front of whatever is sitting here. So if I take a 1 10 rod and I put it in front of the 4 ones, I have 14. 14 minus 7. That's a double fact. 7 plus 7 equals 14, so 14 minus 7 equals 7. I can use addition facts to help me with my subtraction. 7 minus 1 equals 6. I got the answer of 67 people left. I'm going to ask myself, does that sound reasonable? Well, if I had 84 people and almost 20 leave, that makes sense that my answer would be in the 60s. 67 is a reasonable answer. Let's take a look at another problem and let's continue to use cubes to help us solve it. Read this one with me. 59 people bought tickets to the carnival on Saturday. 68 people came on Sunday. How many people went to the carnival in all? Let's use cubes. Let's start by circling the numbers. 59. Think about what that represents. The people who bought tickets on Saturday. 68 represents the people who came on Sunday. So more people came on Sunday than on Saturday. Let's take a look at the U next. The U reminds us to underline the question. So the question is often the last sentence in a story problem. And it's asking, how many people went to the carnival in all? So we have two numbers and we need to know how many in all. Did you catch that signal word? Let's box it. In all helps us to know that we would be adding to get a sum. So let's evaluate. We have 59 people on Saturday, 68 people on Sunday, and we need to find out how many in all. We would stack our numbers and add them. Let's do that in the space here. Now, if I'm adding, it doesn't matter if the larger or greater number comes first or second. I'm just going to stack them the way that they came in the problem. 59 standing for the people who bought their tickets on Saturday. 68 representing the people who bought their tickets on Sunday. Let's add. 9 plus 8. Well, I know 10 plus 8 equals 18. So 9 plus 8 equals 17. The 1 goes up, the 7 goes down. Because 17 means I have 1 10 and 7 ones. The 1 10 needs to get stacked with the 10s in the 10s place. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Now I have a double fact. 6 plus 6 equals 12. I'm going to put 12 down. And 127 stands for the people who came to the carnival in those 2 days combined. Does that answer make sense? Well, I have 59, which would almost round to 60, 68, which would round to 70. So it makes sense that my answer is almost close to 130. 127 people is reasonable. We just used the cube strategy to solve an addition and a subtraction problem. Try using cubes when you solve your next story problem.